Morning! I've literally just hit record on the camera and the dog decides to jump down off the sofa and start rubbing his nose in my leg. So I'll come back to you in a minute. Hi again. He's doing so much better now, my dog. If you watched one of my videos a few weeks back, you would have known that I had to cream the dog's butt because he had this massive boil blister on his butt. It was so red and so sore. He kept walking and sitting like every 2 or 3 feet and it was horrible. But we took him to the vet and he found this massive boil blister on his bum and I had to cream it twice a day for a week. But he seems back to normal again, running around like a puppy. He's nearly 12, so all is good with the dog, just in case you wanted to know. It is February 2024 already. Can you believe it? It's February 2024. And it's the month of love, which is why I'm in pink. There is a video coming next week of what I do as a single mum on Valentine's Day, which isn't much, and why I've decided not to be dating anyone until my son hits 18, which you'll have to watch the video for next week. So don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss it. See my little plug there. Anyway, I thought I would use this video to go through how January went for me, a bit of a January review, how my no spend month challenge went as well. Thought that you might be interested in that, and just kind of do an overhaul of what happened in January and then moving on to what my goals are for February. So in January, I set my goal as to read 2 books a month. Did I read 2 books? No, I read 1. I just read 1 book. This book, Mum on the Run. Now, it's okay. I give it a 2.5 out of 5 stars. And the reason is it started off really, really well, quite funny, very relatable. Then the middle bit for me just got really boring. Like nothing exciting was happening. It was just really tedious. And I struggled. I really struggled to get through it. And then the last 5 or 6 chapters, it picked up again. So it was okay, but I like a book that's got me gripped to the book, that I need to keep reading it. Now, I've heard that Fourth Wing is a good book, so I'm going to keep an eye out for that one. But do you have any recommendations for fiction books that will keep me gripped to the page where I kind of want to stay up late into the night to read the book? So if you've got any recommendations for that, do let me know, because I'm looking for a really good book. I want to read a personal development book as well, but I don't know whether to buy a new personal development book or whether I should reread one of the old ones that I've got. So I'm not sure what to do. What do you think? Do you think I should reread some of the ones that I've already got, or do you think I should buy a new one? I'm leaving it down to you to let me know. Let me know what you think I should do. But I read 1 book, so at least I read something. And that's all I can say. I know that my goals aren't going to be perfect to plan, but at least I read a book. One of my other goals was to do a puzzle. Did I finish that puzzle? No, I didn't. I didn't finish it. It's actually more complicated than I thought it was going to be. And a lot of different things happened in January, which meant I couldn't spend as much time on it. However, my plan is to finish that puzzle in February and do another one in February. This one. My son got me this for Christmas because he knows I love a Disney puzzle. And it's a panorama one, so I've got to do it on the dining room table because it's longer. So I plan on doing the Lion King one, finishing that one, and doing this one in February. That's the goal. Whether or not I complete it, who knows? We'll find out in March. But that is what I want to do. Do you love doing jigsaw puzzles? And if you do, is there a specific genre that you like to do? Like, do you like Disney ones? Do you like 500-piece puzzles, 1,000-piece puzzles? What do you like to kind of do when it comes to jigsaw puzzles? So anyway, those 2 didn't complete, half completed, but not going to beat myself up about it. Another goal of mine was to do a no spend month throughout January. Now, how did that go? Not great. Not great. I will say that. A few things came up that I had to pay for. So my son needed some books for school because he was struggling a little bit with his writing. So we bought some books to help him at home. So I had to pay out for that. At the very start of the month, I took my son to the toy shop to spend some of his Christmas money. I looked at the price of something wrong. It was £10, not £5. He didn't have enough. I put that extra £5 because I felt guilty. So that I didn't really need to pay for. Other things that I had to pay for was the dog. So throughout the month of January, he cost me £95. When we went to get his back legs checked, I found that big boil on his bottom. That cost me £70. And we had to take him before that for some reason or another, which cost me £25. So £95 for the vet, which isn't great, is it? I obviously bought some little bits for my son's birthday party. I also bought that quilt cover, that Sonic quilt cover, which was £9 because it was a bargain. I couldn't refuse the bargain because it's £18 down to £9. So I did buy that. It was kind of a need/want. I could have left it, but I didn't want to leave that bargain on the table, so I did take it. So it didn't go perfectly, but I didn't buy anything that I wanted. I could have easily bought lots of stuff on Amazon that I wanted, but I didn't buy anything that I wanted. I was really conscious when I went food shopping to just buy the things that we needed. I went and sorted out my freezer. Again, if you haven't checked that one out, I'll link it in the description box below, and I'll put it up in the cards here for you to check out afterwards. So I sorted out all my freezers to make sure that I could make meals to save money on my grocery bill. I pretty much did really well with my grocery shopping over the month of January. Didn't really overspend a lot, so quite happy with that. But what I did learn through doing a no spend month is to track my money to actually see where it's going. So now I know it's like I didn't really need that. So next time I'm going to be more conscious of it. Next time I'm going to be more, do we really need it? Do I need to buy 2 books for my son's education, or could I just bought 1? I think 1 would have been enough, not 2. So if I have to do something like that again, I'll just buy 1 book. If I feel I need to buy another book afterwards, I'll do it later because I didn't need the second book. I just needed the 1. So I kind of felt like I wasted money, but I won't because he'll still use it, just not at this moment. So I could have saved myself money there. But it's making me look at my money habits and my spending habits a lot more than I did before. And I'm a lot more conscious of, do I really need this? Or is it something that I want? If it's something that I want, let's sit on it for 24 to 48 hours. If I still want it after that, I'll have a look and see whether or not it's justifiable and affordable. If it is, I'll get it. After 24 hours, 48 hours, I'm not really thinking about it anymore. It was just like a spur of the moment thing. So I've learned a lot from not doing my no spend month, but I feel like I could have done better. I'm definitely going to be doing some more of them, not over the next couple of months because I've got a busy few months, but after that, when I've got like a quiet month, I think I'm going to do another no spend month just to save that little bit of money. But going forward with the next couple of months, I know I've got a few busy months coming up with half-term, birthdays, Easter holidays, all that kind of stuff. But I'm more conscious of what I'm actually buying. I'm more conscious of what I'm actually searching for and paying for and looking for discounts and bargains and offers and stuff like that. So even though I've got to spend out, I'm going to be more careful with how I'm spending it and what I'm spending it on. And I'm also definitely going to be keeping track of my money. So to actually see it in a spreadsheet of what was coming in and what was going out, I'm not spending more than I'm getting in. What I'm bringing in is more than what I'm spending, but I still feel like I could do better. But keeping track of it and actually seeing it in front of me was a lot easier for me to be able to keep track of things, and not easier for me to be able to say, no, I don't need it. So going forward for next month, as I said, my son's birthday, half-term holidays, busy month. What I've decided to do is, rather than do a no spend month, I'm going to do a make money month. So I'm going to, as you may know, I'm decluttering the house slowly. It's getting there. And I'm going to be starting to sell my items online. So whether that is on Vinted, on Facebook Marketplace, on eBay, on the Olio app, because you can now sell stuff on the Olio app and not just find stuff for free, but you can actually sell things on there too. I'm going to start selling things and seeing how much money I can actually make that month, because I know I've got a bit of a spending month, but by making money, that's kind of going to be my savings spot. So that's kind of what I'm looking at doing. So what other ways do you know that I could make some extra money with? So far, I've just got decluttering the house and selling my items. I'm also going to go onto cashback sites, and I'm going to go onto surveys. But I will put all this over in my Facebook group if you want to go and join my Facebook group, of how I'm going to be planning to make money throughout the month of February. What I'm going to be selling, keeping track of what I'm actually going to be making, all that kind of stuff. So if you want to go and join my Facebook group, then it's a link in the description box below. But I will also keep you updated on here too of how things are going. But if you've got any other ideas of how I can make money throughout the month of February, let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see whether I've got the time to do it, because, you know, I just want to see what I can do really. But that is my goal for February. So finally, life in general throughout January, how did it go for me? I tried to keep as positive as possible. In the month of January, my aunt passed away, which was really sad. And now we found out that there isn't going to be a funeral. She's having a pure cremation. So if you don't know what a pure cremation is, it's where my auntie will be sent off, which sounds horrible. She'll be cremated and then the ashes are just sent back to her next of kin, which is her son and her daughter. There's not going to be any funeral, there's not going to be any memorial service, there's going to be no goodbye. That's literally how they've decided to do it, which I completely respect, because everyone's got to do what they feel is best for them, and I've got no judgment. I'm just a little bit sad that I don't get to say goodbye to my auntie. But on her birthday, I'm going to take my mum to a church that she lived near, which is absolutely beautiful, one of my mum's favourite churches, and we're going to go and light a candle for her in the church. So, and her birthday is over Easter. So we're going to go into the church, we're going to light a candle for her, and that'll be our way of saying goodbye. But it's a little bit sad that there's no final farewell for her. I personally find it a little bit disrespectful, but I also understand it completely, that they've got to do what is cost effective for them and for the best for them and their family at this time. So there's no judgment, I'm just a little bit sad. So we had that going on in January. We also found out my cousin had a stroke, which was a shock because she's only 59. So that was a bit of a shock. We had problems with the dog, with his glands, and then he had that horrible boil on his bottom. So we had that. Obviously then my mum has been very upset because it's the first sibling she's ever lost. And my mum's 65 and that's the first sibling she's lost. So, and she's the youngest of them all. So that was a bit of a shock for her. And then it's just been general life. My son's had a few problems at school and he's had a bad foot. So it's not been the easiest month. It's been a little bit more challenging, but I'm going to keep positive. Obviously I've grieved for my auntie, and usually when things like this happen, I have no feelings with it for quite a while. Then all of a sudden it will hit me like a truck. I just don't feel anything. I feel completely numb to it. I don't know if anybody else feels that way. I know it's another sign of possible ADHD, which I'm getting tested for next month. But I just feel completely numb and I don't feel anything. But I know that in the future, probably hit me. It comes a little bit later for me. I don't know why. Always has done. I kind of like in that mode where you've got to look after everybody. You've got to take care of everyone. You've got to do this, that and the other. And then once they've grieved and once they've calmed down, then I'll grieve. It happened when my nephew passed away in 2015. So I just took control of everything and I was there for my mum and I was the strong one. And then about 3 years later, it hit me like a train had hit me. It hit me like a truck. It was horrible. But that's just the way my pattern works. So I just kind of roll with it. But at the moment, I'm keeping positive. Everybody that's in my life right now is happy and healthy. A little bit sad, obviously, but we're happy, we're healthy, and we just got to keep going. Got to keep trudging, haven't we? We've got to keep going. I'm looking forward to February with my son's birthday parties, half-term holidays. We're going to go Build-A-Bear to get his teddy, because I don't know if you know, but if you've got a little one, you can take him to Build-A-Bear in the month of their birthday. You can get a birthday bear for however old your child is. So say if your child is turning 4, this bear will cost you £4. So I'm taking my child to Build-A-Bear to get his bear, which is going to cost me a lot less than it originally is if I didn't have a child of that age. We're going to Build-A-Bear on the Saturday in Bristol. We're going to Cribbs Causeway in Bristol on the Saturday of half term to take him there. So if you've got a little one that loves bears, take them throughout the month of their birthday and you'll get a bear for the price of their age that they are at. So I don't know if you knew that, but I thought I'd let you know anyway. I mean, no affiliate with Build-A-Bear. We just like Build-A-Bear. We just love Build-A-Bear. So we're going to be doing that, and then we'll just see what happens from there, really. Hopefully nobody else will die, and hopefully the dog won't get sick again, and hopefully it'll be a nice, easy month, but we'll see. But that is my January review. That's what's been going on with my life. That's the goals that I've hit and I've not hit, but I'm not beating myself up about it. You know, I tried. I had a go, and if it works, great, and if it doesn't work, I learn and try again. That's how I always see life. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to give the dog a bit of a cuddle. I'm going to drink the rest of my tea in my Yoda mug. and then I got to get on with the rest of the day. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you have, do give me a thumbs up. It will really let me know what kind of videos you'd like to see from me. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you'd like to. If you are not new here, but you are yet to hit that subscribe button, please consider doing so. And if you have hit the subscribe, like the video, shared, commented, join my Facebook group, or follow me over on Instagram. I really, really appreciate all the love and support that you give me. Thank you so, so much. Oh, he's having a bite. I hope whenever you're watching this, you're having a good morning, good day, or good evening, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.